Hello,
Breadheads.
Breadheads. Wow.
You are welcome back, Ty. Welcome back, Breadheads. You're joined by Ty and Eric.
hmm
We have a big announcement today, guys. This is a
hmm
big one. Okay,
This is
strap in.
party-sized sub big. We're beyond foot long.
That's right. Strap in and strap on because it's time to talk something really serious.
Oh wow. I don't even know what even as a professional podcaster, I don't have the words to describe how excited I am.
Yeah, dude. Um, okay, I think we should just get right into it. So,
Yeah.
boys and girls, Ty and I have been working on some Think Fresh merchandise now for a few weeks, maybe even a month or so.
hmm
Um, we're telling you guys first. You guys have the first opportunity to go ahead and buy some Think Fresh merchandise, and
hmm
we're really excited to have you guys finally drip down. I mean, we couldn't let you guys look, rusty anymore. We had to come through with the heat so you could impress your lady on a nice date at Subway.
100%. This is so cool. Think Fresh merch is now officially live. Think Fresh has always been in your head. Now it can be on your head too. Be
On
a
your yed.
breadhead on your be a breadhead proud. Dude, I was thinking of a sound effect to represent this moment. I only have one for us. Here we go. Think Fresh merch is now live.
Amazing. Thank you so much. Um, yeah, so to celebrate the launch of our merchandise line, you can go ahead and use the code BREADHEAD for 10% off your entire order. This is just a little thank you to our loyal
hmm
listeners. You know what I mean? We don't want any of the Breadheads to be paying full price for our merchandise. So please
hmm
use the code. And yeah, everything is probably going to take a little while to get to you. We are a small business over here.
No,
So things, shirts and stuff like that might take a couple weeks to get to you, but just hang in there. You know what I mean? It's well worth the wait. You're going to be very happy with the final product, I think.
1000%. We're still negotiating with fulfillment centers, but I've been too full to do a good job of it.
100%, dude. The Think Fresh
Mm.
Fulfillment Center is full. It's, up to its head in bread.
100%. So thank you to we couldn't be doing this if it wasn't for you, the loyal breadhead, and especially the ones that have been with us since the very first bite. So
Mhm.
please at least take a gander at what we've created for you. We've been cooking in the lab for some time, toasting things up. If you want something, cop it, use the code. If not, send us the feedback on how we can what you do want to have in your wardrobe. We should
That's
walk
right.
through what we got in here, though, Eric. We got some really cool stuff. We
Mhm.
had so many ideas. We called it down to obviously 12 items, one for every inch. So you'll see a shop.thinkfreshpodcast.com. Head there right now. Listen along. We'll talk through what we got. It's all very cool.
I love this. This is a ride along, if you will.
Right along.
Kind of like
So
when,
okay.
sorry, Ty. It's kind of like when your sandwich artist's train has left the station and you're just
Mhm.
inching to your left, just to keep up with him because he's speeding along. He's adding the meats, he's adding the veggies. That's us right now. We're showing you our meat and you have to buy something.
Yeah, here's how the sausage was made. I do
Yeah.
I do find sometimes the sandwich artist is pulling me along. Other times I feel like I'm pulling the sandwich artist along. Like they don't want to add anything to my sandwich. They're taking their time. I'm up in the
That's right.
next section. I'm picking out which veggies I want, and they're still delicately like aligning the cheese.
hmm I know, dude. Can you imagine though? Like we got Think Fresh merchandise before GTA 6. That's crazy, bro.
That's crazy. Wow.
Okay, Ty. Let's walk through some of the products here. I guess, we're talking about collection 001 right now. So
Mhm.
let's start at the very top.
Yeah, fall winter 24 drop. Obviously, you can't have a first drop without a logo tee. We have a very tasteful Think Fresh logo in the white and yellow colorway. And you can get that thing on spinach, green, black, olive, black, or white bread, white. all are excellent options.
That's right, man. Second to that, this is one of my personal favorites. We have the BMT.
Mm.
That is also a T-shirt. Um, on the front, it says this might be an Eric kind of special right here because this is one's obviously
Hmm.
dedicated to our meatheads. But on the very front of the shirt, it says BMT Enjoyer, and
Hmm.
then on the back we have a list of ingredients. And I'm pretty sure I ordered this exact sandwich yesterday, Ty. If I'm being 100% honest with you, I had mayo and mustard on there and Parmesan. Only thing I didn't get
You
was
did.
cucumber, but
But
breadheads,
I would say this is your goated sandwich. Like this is your if you have a go-to, we're looking at it on the back of the BMT Enjoyer t-shirt.
100%. And maybe that's an idea for the future, Ty. Maybe both of us should have there should be like an Eric shirt and like a Ty
Hmm.
shirt, kind of like a Uncle Trump and Kamala like head to head. It's like
Hmm.
or like the tip jar. You got to vote with your tips. Like that'll be
Hmm.
us. Like whichever tea gets more sales, then we know who your favorite host is.
Wow. What I like about the BMT Enjoyer t-shirt, Eric, is all of the ingredients you would put in an ideal BMT are on the back. So as a Subway customer, put the shirt on, head to your local way, and just turn around. They'll do the rest.
I love that, dude. That is so fucking sick, actually. And then
Yeah.
when they get to the very bottom, they go, "What is Think Fresh podcast?"
Look it up. I'm not
Look it
it's
up.
not my job to educate you.
Yeah, that's so sick. What
Dude.
else do we have here, Ty?
Well, we also I'd like to introduce a new colorway, the blue cheese variety. That's special for this season. Um, it's the perfect. It's Virgil blue essentially.
I love that, dude. Yeah, very internet inspired.
You still there, Eric?
Yeah, I am still there. I think you glitched for a sec, but we're back.
I think shop.thinkfreshpodcast.com just crashed Zencaster for me, but we are so back. We
We're
got a
so
few
back.
other pieces of apparel here. We got the logo classic also on a hoodie, similar to the t-shirt. It's getting into cozy cuffing season, so get it for you. Get it oversized for Bay. I think
That's
the
right.
hoodie's going to look really, really good on everybody this time of year.
That's right. And speaking of cuffing season, the hoodie's also available in a dick appointment gray.
Mm,
So,
that's right.
so we should do like Think Fresh gray sweatpant next.
I completely agree.
Real
Uh,
well, we'll call it the Hideaway collection.
the There's nothing fresh about what you're going to be doing in this thing. It's going to be more nasty.
More nasty, that's right.
Hmm.
Amazing. Second to that tie, we have another sweatshirt here. This one is a crew neck style. Um, it's the King of Sandwiches sweatshirt, and this might be there's a subtle nuance here that I'm not going to say. You have to be
Hmm.
an expert Think Fresh listener to pick up the reference here. So I'll just let you guys discover that one on your own. But this one comes in a beautiful herbs and cheese colorway, mozzarella in white, and another black olive. And
Hmm.
yeah, this is
What I
this is
love
a good
about
one.
our King of Sandwiches sweatshirt, Eric, is the typeface feels very like ALD coded. It's tapping into the heritage side of the Think Fresh brand. We have been producing for quite a few years now, quite a few episodes. I actually think a revision of this, we might want to put our established date on it as well.
I
But
love
we don't
that.
want to. What I love about this entire merchandise collection is that it's not it's whatever the fast food equivalent of quiet luxury is. We're not advertising our podcast on this merchandise. We don't want you to be a billboard for this podcast. We want you to feel like you can represent the principles of what Think Fresh stands for and what you as a listener stand for via this apparel. So
Hmm.
yeah, it's very cool in that sense. I'm really excited.
Yeah, beautifully said, Ty. We also got a couple of hats here that are
Hmm.
available for your head tops.
Hmm.
Um, One of them is a distressed kind of style dad hat that says Breadhead on it. I think
Hmm.
all of you deserve to be rocking one of these.
Mm-hmm.
That comes in 2 colors. And then we have kind of funny, like baseball cap with a Velcro enclosure on the back that just says, it states what your purpose is. You're out for lunch.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the
D&D,
out
do not
for
disturb.
lunch. The out for lunch hat is really cool. It's we're exploring a nice serif type for this one. It's really giving like a God's favorite kind of vibe.
100%. Oh, man. And as we scroll down, this is where, well, actually, we have a couple more before it starts to get weird.
Yeah. Everyone needs some sort of uh, vessel to carry their foot long from door to door. Now that plastic bags have been outright outlawed in many municipalities, we recommend a reusable tote bag, and Think Fresh is providing you one. The Creative Director tote comes in a beautiful herbs and cheese beige and black olive black with a small denotation at the bottom. You can assert yourself as the creative director of sandwiches. That title is proudly placed on this tote bag for anyone to see. It runs a little
Oh,
larger than your classic tote too, so you can really fit a couple foot longs, maybe even a whole combo in there.
that's right. Think Fresh doesn't play around when it comes to storage space.
Yeah, dude, you can fit a foot long in any direction. It's pretty crazy.
Yeah. Okay, and then we have one for the Breadhead ladies.
If
Second to
you
that.
exist,
Oh, they exist, Ty. I'm tapped into our Google Analytics page, but we have a nice little fitted tank top. This comes in a micro ribbed texture for your
Mhm.
wearing pleasure.
Nice.
And on the front it says "Hard feelings, harder bread." And
Hmm.
the astute breadhead would remember that this is actually a title of episode 231 with How Original Podcast. So this shirt that you can give to your your husband's girlfriend will be referencing that episode with our friends. So
An absolute banger of an
absolute banger.
episode, and absolute banger of a t-shirt. What else we got here? We're getting into some accessories as well. Everyone that listens to this podcast knows that the only thing we like more than a foot long sandwich, well, actually, we like everything more than that, but in particular, a nice cold pint of beer, a freshly
Hell
cracked
yeah.
can of light lager, and the only thing, yeah, we like our sandwiches toasted, but we like our beer nice and cold.
Hell yeah.
So introducing the Think Fresh beer cozy um, in a tasteful forest green with the Think Fresh logo on the side. And this is the most political thing we've ever created, Eric, because just like we thought it was really important for anyone with a beer cozy to have material to stimulate podcast level conversation at a house party. So we've emboldened the back with some strong stances on on the world to help you invigorate that conversation.
Absolutely. So, in case somebody comes up to you and asks you why you stand for Kevin Spacey, you should have an answer kind of ready to go. I would
Hmm.
recommend like just kind of pre-planning what you're going to say for each of these.
Yeah, yeah, you're gonna have to. It's a podcast episode wrapped around a can. Please
That's
do.
right.
We don't even need to get in it. You just go check it out.
That's right. After that, Ty, we have another beverage vessel. Do you want to walk us through what's happening with that one as well?
Right. Well, we don't normally crack a cold one till after 12. Before 12, we are working with a cup of mud. So we got you a coffee mug ready to go. Logo on the front, cup of mud on the back. Welcome to Beantown. That's all I gotta say.
Ah, shit. I've been to Subway way too many times.
Hmm.
Um, Excellent. After that, Ty, we have a car freshener because you already know when you pull up to the drive-through at Subway, or if you are simply getting in the car after a lunch, you can
Hmm.
kind of bring that smell into the car with you after
Hmm.
a long and stinky footlong. So the Think freshener will ease all of your grievances. It comes in one scent, and that is the brand new whip scent. So speaks for itself. You know exactly how it
Mm-hmm.
works. You just put it somewhere, and it makes your car smell good. So that new '08 Honda Civic will smell just like a brand new Rolls Royce.
Hell yeah. Over at Think Fresh, we really dabble in smell management, as you know. There's a few different places where mitigating the subway smell is like critical. The smell of your fingers, smell of your breath, and the smell of anywhere you go immediately after eating. And the Think Freshener is there to help with that. We're still working on the hand sanitizer and mouthwash, dropping soon. Um,
Totally. We're just looking
yeah,
for a fluoride-free version.
exactly. So for now, though, your car can stink fresh.
That's right.
And
Ty,
the
do you
12th
want to
and
do
final
the?
item, I don't want to talk about this one. I
You
think
don't
we
want
just
to do
need
the
to
honors?
we okay. Breadheads and the final item in this merch drop. We are so excited to introduce to you something that keeps you warm at night. Keep both your heart full and your fantasies fuller. Both heart and fantasies are more full than your stomach. Um, we've put together a very tasteful pillow for you. You can put it on your couch, maybe your bed. And we've prepared a one of one graphic. It's a Think Fresh exclusive of two beautiful, young, large breasted anime women consuming footlong sandwiches. So if you get this pillow, you're no longer alone at home every night. It's a menage a trois, no matter where you go with this.
Oh, beautifully said, Ty. I have nothing really to add to this other than the fact that there is a concealed zipper.
Thank you, Eric.
Okay, and that's everything
That's it.
we've created for you
Wow.
guys. Drop one available now at shop.thinkfreshpodcast.com. Use the code breadhead for 10% off if you're a real breadhead. If you're not a real breadhead, kindly fuck off.
Eric, I gotta ask, what item in this collection are you most excited about?
Wow, what a question. I gotta say, Ty, I'm excited to pull up with the fresh beer cooler to our next activation. Potentially crack a cold one on the tennis court. Strike up a conversation with the locals, the regulars at the tennis court. Maybe antagonize some pickleballers. I would say that's my favorite product right now. I'm most excited to cop one for myself right now.
Yeah, I'll need one too so that I can cheers you in it. But I'm most
Hell
excited
yeah.
about the breadhead hat, the thinking cap. I think it's the best way to kind of manifest a physical it, it's like almost the default wardrobe of a breadhead is a breadhead hat, in my opinion, especially in beige.
100%. 100%.
Hmm.
Yeah, that one's going to be a staple for sure. Some of these I'm already
Hmm.
thinking are going to be part of the permanent collection. You know what I mean? So maybe you'll see a V2 of the thinking cap in the future, but we'll always probably have something like that for everybody. So
Hmm.
um, yeah, that's our collection. Go
Yeah.
ahead and I know we're mid pay cycle right now, so a lot of the breadheads don't get paid until next Friday, unfortunately. Um, in which case, I know they're eating ice soup right now.
Yeah. They're like looking in their mailbox for some Subway coupons. Like, if I get a coupon, I eat tonight.
100%.
Uh, Eric,
That's right.
you are wearing the classic logo tee as we speak. If only you could see
Hell
how
yeah.
big he is smiling in this t-shirt. It looks so cool on you.
Oh, dude, I'm grinning ear to ear right now because, dude, I'm actually so thrilled with how nice the shirt feels. This is
Hmm.
obviously printed on Gildan, but it is
Hmm.
a beautiful, stretchy, mid-weight fabric that is real soft, perfect kind of boxier silhouette. It's not going to hang down to your knees like one of
Hmm.
those, I don't know, weird shirts that you get at Walmart or Costco. This is the
Hmm.
exact cut that has been proven to be one of the best t-shirt designs of all time. I mean, can you name a better company to print on? I can't.
I can't. Yeah, dude, it's a better cut than most sandwich artists' attempts on your foot long.
Oh,
So
100%.
yeah, this is a lot cleaner cut.
100%. Um, Ty, should we get into some topicos now, or is there anything else
Some
we want
actual
to?
topics.
Yeah, or is there
Oh,
anything else we want to talk about for the merch drop? I think we pretty much covered everything. Obviously, no returns. All
oh
sales are
yeah.
final.
And this entire podcast is satire, but the merch drop is real.
Oh shit, it totally is.
I could talk
Um,
about this all day. It has awakened my palate and childlike creativity in ways I never thought. So
mhm,
I hope you, the breadheads, are as just excited as we are. But we should
100%.
get into some real topics this episode so that we don't leave everyone hanging. What's new,
Hmm.
Eric?
Ty, fuck all is new with me other than this merch drop, but there's some new things happening in the world.
Yes.
Um, for example, we just had the presidential debate.
Mm. Yeah, we now we should debate the debate, I guess.
100%. And when I say we, I mean the collective global society. We are not Americans, but it feels like appropriate to talk about it anyway.
Yeah.
Um, I don't really have much to say about it, to be honest, but there was one thing that came up that I wanted to discuss with you. There was a moment like midway in the debate where Kamala kind of triggered Big T into feeling a little bit frazzled. She was like
Mm.
throwing some shots his way. And immediately after that point, he was kind of like on the ropes, as they say. I mean, his back
Oh
was against the
no.
wall. He was swinging, though. He came out swinging, dude, and he was ready to defend his honor. Um, but he was talking about the migrant crisis,
Hmm.
and the main takeaway that I think everyone walked away with was when he said, what's happening is it's absolutely terrible. Okay, listen, guys, they're eating the dogs, they're eating the cats, and they're eating the dogs. Absolutely terrible."
It's a pretty good impression, I won't lie.
Thank you. So I don't know if you caught that, but he was saying that in some places they're struggling so bad that they're eating their pets.
I did hear about this. So, do you think there's any truth to this statement? It's crazy. It's crazy to think that like someone would eat their own pet.
100%. Yeah, I don't know, man. This is something else because I think what he's referencing is a viral video of a crazy lady eating her cat.
Oh yeah, in Ohio, of course,
Yeah, exactly. Dude, it's always in Ohio.
the center of the
Um,
meme universe.
exactly. That place, if you live in Ohio, you're playing life on like the hardest difficulty.
Yeah, people who like move. I don't think anyone's moving there anymore. They're all trying to get out. Ohio's the world's largest escape room.
Yeah, dude. So this lady was eating dog or cat or something. And I gotta say, do you think that's any different from eating the tuna footlong? Let's just call it what it is.
I mean, probably not. They're both animals. Like from like PETA's perspective, uh, they're all lives that should be spared. The tuna is not really an animal. Like we don't see PETA protesting outside Subway, but they would probably care about this chick.
Hmm. Yeah, I think so. They care about the chick.
The cat. They care about taking down the woman that did this to her cat.
Oh, okay. I see. I see.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would agree with that. But do you think should it be illegal, Ty, to acquire a pet and then raise it until you are ready to eventually consume it? Like, how is that different from having a pig on a farm and
Hmm.
growing it to be nice and plump, force feeding it, and then when it becomes winter, you lop off its head and start cooking it up? How is that any different?
It doesn't make any sense. I don't think it is actually different. We do have like animal abuse protections, but it's more about preventing the animal from having a low quality of life, not necessarily ending its life. I think you reserve the right to kill your pet at any time. Because people take their dog out in the backyard, take like end
That's
its
right.
life if it's to prevent low quality of life. You know, you put your animal down. We're killing
Hmm.
animals all the time.
Old Yeller
Exactly.
suffered that, bad fate, but makes me
Old
think like
smeller. Sorry. Didn't mean to cut you off for that.
it's okay. It was well worth it. Um, yeah, it's really interesting, Ty. If you kill an animal, or if you, even better, you find a dead animal, can
Hmm.
you consume it? We talked about this the other day when you almost hit a moose. If you
Yeah.
did hit it, I think you should be able to just take it home. You know what I mean? Maybe call up
Hmm.
RFK, have them pick it up for you, something like that.
Yeah. I actually, since that episode, I've looked into it quite extensively. It turns out you're not allowed. It counts as salvaging roadkill, and that's different than hunting, even if you're the one that annihilated it. So
Oh, okay.
roadkill is off the table.
Hmm.
It's too bad because that would be an infinite food glitch.
Pretty much. You just have to be nice with the car. You know what I mean? You gotta
Yeah.
like be able to track them down and hit them. Dude, real quick on roadkill, I saw 4 black bears in the last 2 days in my suburban utopia. Isn't
That makes sense,
that
Eric.
kind of
It's the fall.
wild?
No way. It's the beginning of the fall winter season. You know,
Oh
they're out
shit!
collecting berries and digging through trash cans, looking for unfinished sandwiches. They're trying to fatten up. You know, they're trying to
Yeah.
foglify for the winter.
So that's why they're hanging around my place. They're looking for that
Hmm.
unfinished footlong. Um, yeah, dude,
Jokes
it's
on
pretty
them.
crazy.
You always
Tell them
finish.
I'm a bear too. Um, I'm a bear in this market. No, they were. I saw them running across like 4 lanes of traffic to like go into a um, community where there's like a thrifty foods. So they're like
Hmm.
literally going shopping, which is kind of funny. But no one seemed to be really phased. I'm obviously new to this town. I'm the new sheriff in town, but
Hmm.
everyone else seems to be like super calm and chill about it. And I was like checking my six every 3 seconds when I saw the first one.
Yeah, well, you don't want one sneaking up behind you, getting tapped on the shoulder by Yogi Bear. "Hey, gonna
Hmm.
get some merch. Gonna get a bite."
You know what though? I think it's like maybe you're like me, but I feel like I could take a bear, like especially like a measly little black bear cub. Like I feel like I can hit it hard enough and dodge its attacks well enough for it to eventually run away from me.
Mm, interesting. I think I could take a bear because I could talk it down. Just
You could scold it.
that's all you need to do. That's all. That just calm the bear.
Hmm. Yeah, dude. So you can use your Caesar Milan bear whispering skills to kind of like lower its heart rate just to the point
Hmm.
where it's like kind of sleepy. And then
Hmm.
what do you do with it at that point? Do you just scurry away or do you, I don't know, tranquilize it and take it home? I don't know. What do you do with it?
If I encounter a sleepy bear, I'm getting a cuddle. I'm not missing out on that opportunity.
Big spoon or little spoon?
Big black bear or grizzly?
Let's say black bear. That's what I saw in this
Yeah,
scenario.
I'm big spooning the black bear, but you better
Hmm.
believe that a big grizzly paw that's gonna cover me like a wet blanket. You know, I'm just gonna get absorbed in that thing.
Imagine being little spoon for a big grizzly bear, and then you just feel it nibble in your ear a little bit.
Kinky.
Dude, thank you. Oh man. Well, yeah, that's what I deal with living in this. Um, I don't know, mountainous region. I live near
Hmm.
some mountains, I guess.
Yeah, and I think that what I'm realizing is like, yeah, we could probably eat bear. Why not? Right?
We already eat bear paws.
Yeah, exactly. So the protein of any geographic area is pretty much dependent on like what's available to them, what resources they have. Um,
Hmm.
so maybe in Ohio, it's totally cool to eat a cat. I
Hmm.
don't know. I've never been there. I never plan to go either. I don't
Yeah.
know their culture. I don't want to judge their culture too quickly.
Hmm. Totally. Yeah, it's really strange, Ty. Why is it abnormal? That's my big question. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
People can have pets. People can have a pet snake. They can have a pet pig, a pet like Bengal cat. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Some of these animals don't need to be in the house. Send them free.
Hmm.
You know, let them go so I can eat
If
them.
you, yeah, some people say if you love it, set it free. Others say if you love it, take a bite.
God damn it.
If you really love it,
Oh,
you'll eat it.
yeah, dude. I would have to be pushed to the absolute brink to take a bite of a cat. Like that
Hmm.
is absolutely crazy. Um, like they say they eat rats in some places. Like, would you rather eat like a rat, like a stewed rat, or like take a bite out of a cat?
Is the rat accidentally in the stew, or is the rat prepared by a Michelin star chef?
It is prepared by the finest chef in North Korea.
Then get me the rat. You are
Oh
what you
yeah,
eat, right?
I guess so. A seasoned rat. Oh
Uh,
shit!
we're heading into
Damn.
Rat Boy Summer will be continuing into the next season.
100%. Speaking of rats, I think you should get the rat tail. I think that's a nice evolution of your haircut.
That'd be cool.
It would be cool. Ty, speaking of eating dogs, I have one other story for you.
Oh
An
no.
update on our boy Joey Chestnut.
Joey Chestnut. Long time theme of this pod has been tracking the whereabouts and the activities of Mr. Chestnut, the world's fastest hot dog consumer.
That's
Tell us
right.
what's going on with him.
So Big Jojo was able to successfully break his own world record for dogs eaten without dunking them in water, which I thought is real. I thought was really impressive, honestly, to hear.
A true
Um,
raw dog.
a true dry raw dog. Um, what's really interesting is this was actually like shown on Netflix as a live event versus Kobayashi, the other longtime goat in this field. Um, so they had a head to head, a dog to dog, if you will. And
Hmm.
turns out big chestnut beat him. And absolutely crazy, dude. I don't know, dude. This is food competitions need to stop.
But I mean, like, it's like these are like athletes at the peak of their physical ability. I feel like that's something you should admire. You love sportsmanship. You love peak physical abilities,
100%.
and
And
I
I
think
guess
Chestnut's he's unfairly judged because the domain in which he operates is on the edge of what's socially acceptable.
much like what's happening in Ohio, it makes sense. I wonder
Hmm.
where he's from. Oh, it
He's probably
says San
from.
Jose.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
I guess so.
A lot of big eaters come out of San Jose.
Yeah. So he ate 335,000 calories. It's the same amount of calories the average person eats in 6 months.
Whoa! In one day,
Hmm. Some
that's
career highlights from him. He's eaten 141 hard-boiled eggs in 8 minutes, 182 chicken wings in 30 minutes. This one is interesting because how do you count a fully eaten chicken wing? You know what I mean?
hmm
There's people who leave a lot of meat on the bone. I would want to fact check that one.
hmm
And yeah, Takeru Kobayashi, described as the godfather of competitive eating. This is
Oh,
their first head-to-head tie in 15 years.
really?
Hmm.
I didn't realize that there was. I assumed it was like a small circle. Like I
There's
didn't
nothing
realize that it was
small
a.
in this.
I didn't realize it was a big enough industry that you wouldn't cross paths with the second best in 15
Mhm.
years.
I know, right? Oh wow. I don't know. I just think
Like
it's interesting that Netflix is getting their big greedy paws on food competitions like this. It's kind of
it's
strange.
so it makes sense. It's so visceral. Like it's a sight to see, to watch this guy just like shoving dog after dog in his mouth, and it's grotesque, and you can't look away. You're curious, but you're afraid.
Hmm.
It's kind of like the like sibling to true crime documentaries if you think about it, because it has a lot of the same like it generates a lot of the same emotional responses. Like
Wait, tell me more.
you're like, I'm disgusted, I'm creeped out, I'm scared, but I gotta see what's gonna
Hmm.
happen next.
And then a few people also say, "I could do that."
Mhm. And then a few people say, I don't know how they did it.
God damn it. Um, yeah, dude, I don't know what to say.
Wild.
Shout out to Big Joey, Big Kobayashi, Big Chestnut.
Mhm.
Um,
Mhm.
yeah, I got nothing else to add to this.
You gotta have big chest and big nuts if you're gonna be in that industry. That's all I gotta say.
That's right, and a big stomach.
Mhm. Big metabolism.
Okay,
Mhm.
well, how do you say, or what do you think of us wrapping up this episode?
Yeah, that's the last bite I'm gonna take of it. We're out a dog.
Close us out. Close us out, Big T Dog.
Breadheads. We are so grateful for you, and we'll be even more grateful with you if you actually do shop our merch line. So head over to shop.thinkfreshpodcast.com. Check out the drop. Use code BREADHEAD for a cheeky little discount on that thing. It won't be around forever, so act fast. Thank you for listening. Thank you again for following along this Think Fresh journey, one bite at a time. Ty and Eric, out.
Ciao.